We're going to delve into one of the most significant migratory and linguistic events in African, and indeed, world history, the Bantu expansion. When we talk about the Bantu languages, we're referring to a branch of the larger Niger-Congo language family. This is, in fact, the largest language family in Africa by number of speakers. The term Bantu itself was first coined by linguists to group a vast number of related languages that share similar grammatical structures and vocabulary. The root ba means people and ntu means human or person in many of these languages. So, where did it all begin? Linguistic and archaeological evidence points to a Proto-Bantu homeland in the region of what is today southeastern Nigeria and the Cameroonian highlands, around 3,000 to 4,000 years ago. From there, a series of gradual migrations began, some driven by population pressures, others by the search for new arable land, and perhaps even climate changes that made the expansion feasible. What's fascinating is that this wasn't a single, organized migration, but rather a complex web of movements over many centuries. These Bantu-speaking communities carried with them not only their languages but also new technologies, such as ironworking, and agricultural practices like yam and banana cultivation. They were incredibly influential. Now, as they moved eastward and southward across the equatorial rainforest, into the Great Lakes region, and eventually as far as southern Africa, they interacted with indigenous populations, including hunter-gatherer groups like the Pygmies in Central Africa and the Khorasan-speaking peoples further south. These encounters were often complex. There was cultural exchange, intermarriage, and sometimes conflict. Linguistically, many of the original non-Bantu languages were replaced or absorbed. This is why today, Bantu languages dominate most of sub-Saharan Africa, from Cameroon across to Kenya and down to South Africa. Some of the major modern Bantu languages include Swahili, Zulu, Xhosa, Shona, and Kikuyu. Swahili, in particular, developed along the East African coast and has a strong Arabic influence due to centuries of trade with the Arab world. So, in sum, the Bantu expansion wasn't just a movement of people, it was the diffusion of language, culture, and technology across an entire continent. And it left behind a legacy that still shapes African identity and linguistic diversity today.